Great. So the next question on this topic, I wanted to ask, in what ways have you adapted your workforce management strategies to address rising labor costs while maintaining operational efficiency? What have you guys done to deal with this?
So for us, it's all about trying to make people more productive. It's centralizing activities like orientation or any type of general training for career managers. Instead of trying to have a supervisor or training manager go to each restaurant to train somebody, we try to bring all those people to one centralized location and just try to make the most valuable use of that supervisor's time. We're trying to prepare early, so that's why we want to get the system in place now, instead of trying to scramble and trying to figure it all out when April comes. And I guess, let's see. I guess similar to what Juancarlos was mentioning before is we're trying to avoid that 6 and 8 hour shift schedule, right? Because you don't want to risk any amount of overtime. 1 minute, 2 minute overtime per person over an entire year really adds up. So maybe think about how you're scheduling your shifts. Maybe not do full shifts. Maybe you have less risk for hitting that overtime cap.
I took it an approach as an owner of what I could do to automate the whole system in general. And I've used different platforms across the industry to help me do this when it came to operations as I scale, because I'm in growth mode where I'm constantly building stores every year. And so I need to be able to have, as I scale, like a plug and play mentality. For example, the operations platform that I use basically, it's all my daily operations, and it's all digital. So I don't have anything paper. So it's making things a lot quicker and easier for them to execute operationally at the store. And at the same time, it's empowering them to see everything that we need them to see, and have no excuses that they didn't do it, or they forgot to do it, or they didn't have the paper, the sheet. So we basically also utilize that operations platform to do something small where I have to eliminate, let's say, like a maintenance person to go around and check our building signs. So in this platform, I created a checklist. At the end of the night, once a week, they would go check our building signs. They have to take pictures of it, and those forms, instead of having to pay somebody to go, a maintenance person to go check it out, I have my team just send me the picture. I get the report. I check the signs. If they're on at a certain time, then we know that the timers are working. Or if I see a letter out, then I can go ahead and request that. So it's more of trying to be efficient every way possible, that I'm already trying to be efficient at it too. I'm just adding more stuff. And that same platform I use for my attestation. So we basically call it a break acknowledgement form. So every time before they clock out, they have to fill out this break acknowledgement form. So it's simplifying everything, and instead of having something different everywhere else, it's all like, hey, it's all on this one platform. So everything gets executed, and they're used to it, and they know it's there. I use another thing called Jamf, where basically all of my tablets that I use in the stores, it's a plug and play. I basically create the blueprint. I open a new store. That tablet gets uploaded, and it's already set, the whole blueprint there. So these things help to make, as I scale, everybody's operating the same way, and it's nothing new. It's nothing different. So all my 9 locations in LA are operating the same way, and they're basically protecting my organization and executing everything simultaneously the same way. So I'm basically trying to operate if I have one store, but I have multiple stores. And as I scale, I figure out, okay, what things are slipping through the cracks? And 4 years ago, I was thinking, okay, what are the things that are slipping through my hands that I need to create and delegate somebody and create another position that could do this for me? The things as an owner and operator, I could continue to be an operator, and I definitely could do my duties as an owner, but I figured out what those things were, and I got an HR coordinator. So now the HR coordinator their main focus, now I could have them focus and communicate with my attorney and making sure that we're up to date with codes and giving all that information, because that admin stuff I don't want to be doing, because I need to be in my stores to make sure that we are all executing all these things. So it's a mentality of one store, but as I scale, I want to make sure that we're still operating as if I'm one store and everybody's doing the same thing in every single location.
I like that. I like that idea. And we'll be talking about technology a lot, but I can't agree anymore with you, Juancarlos, about the digital use of tablets. You know, I think if operators aren't there, they need to be there like as soon as possible. And record keeping to getting data and giving this data back to your employees too on some type of dashboard so they can see real time what's happening, and just protecting the company using digital records, having this stored versus paper files that are hard to find after you store them and can be lost or stolen, I think goes a long way. So I think that's a good point.